Hi y'all, I thought I'd work on this one that my sister sent me. It is I've got all this done and just like a little up here. Now, to you guys, you might think that's not a little, but I figure I'm half done. So, that's a good thing. Has had a great day today. I hope everyone, has had a good day. It is pretty here. It's warm, but that wind is blowing, so it's not super warm, if that makes sense. That makes sense, don't it? Every time I see the shadow from those flags blowing on my porch, I think somebody has stepped up on my porch. Can you see them? Maybe you can't. Maybe, no, you can't. No. The doors, too much. The light from the doors too much. I have a flag that says freedom and then an American flag. They come from Dollar Tree. Me and Bella's done went out and sit outside with my neighbor. Of course, she has allergies, so she can't be out when the guys are mowing or weed eating. So she came in and I thought, okay, I can come in and diamond paint and visit with you guys. Oh man. I've had several talk about they would love to start their own channel. Honey, I say go for it. Go for it. It's an experience. It's a learning experience. Unless you got a young person in the house that knows about computers and they're willing to help you, then you'll do good. But if it's a learning experience. It'll get you outside your box. It will help you to grow, because you'll find yourself talking and doing, and you think, I never would have shared that with anyone. But it's fun, and that's the main thing, if it's fun. Now, if it gets stressful, if you're doing it for the money, yeah, there's no money. Now, mind you, there is people that's making money off of Tim. I haven't seen it done. And I didn't start it for the money. I started it, and it's been fun. And it's still fun. So, with that being said, go for it. Don't let it be one of those things that in the future you'll say, I wish I had done that. Just go with it. Share your crafts, the knowledge you have of diamond painting. There's people that would learn from you. And yeah, go for it. Do not say, well, I'm not computer literate. Honey, this has totally been a learning curve to me. And I'm still, as you tell, my videos are very raw. They're not flashy. They're not all that because I don't know it. Maybe somewhere down the line I'll learn it, but just be yourself, I guess is what I'm trying to say, because people want you to be yourself. Don't start trying to be something you're not, because you guys are smarter than that. You can see right through that. So, yes, have fun with it. Never think you can't have fun with it. These drills are sticking because I had put them in the wrong place and they got glue on them. So a bunch of them are stuck together. So, my advice, go for it. Have fun. You make mistakes. We all make mistakes. But that's how you learn. So, now, that's my advice on those that are thinking about starting a channel. And just think of the people you'll meet along the way you would have never met before. And yeah, there's going to be negative people, but hang in there, as I always say. Don't let somebody say, oh, you can't do that. And if you're shy, it will totally bring you out of being shy. And if you're shy and you don't want people to see you, do like this. Have your camera fixed like this. That way you'll never have to look at the camera. Another thing I do, and it works for me, might not work for everybody else, but for me, when I'm talking, I think of you guys. And that's how it's like I'm sitting with all of y'all and I'm talking to y'all. It's not like I'm in my living room and it's just me and Bella. I'm thinking, okay, I'm talking to them. And that's how I think of it. That's how I look at it. Now, I might be crazy. That keeps wanting to pull up. But that's how I do it. So, that's my advice for what it's worth. And I'll be looking forward to your videos. All I've got, camera-wise, I bought 2 of these little hooks. My sister bought me that light. I got this one from the Methodist store that's shining on this one. I got the lamp on my kitchen table to give me light. So I have my camera. My sister bought me an iPod, and I went with it. That's the extent. That's what I've got. I couldn't get that word out, but that's what I got. Now, I was asked about my family. Most of my family, my brothers and sisters, there was 8 of us. There was Junior, Joanne. Now, I had a sister, Barbara Jean. Tony, you can help me with this. I think she was in between Junior and Joanne, but she died at 7 months old. Then it's Joanne, Tony. Okay, Junior, Barbara Jean, Joanne, Tony, Danny, Connie, Donna, and me. And I'm the baby of the family. Now, Connie, she got killed in a tornado. She lived. Well, she didn't get killed in the tornado, but because of the injury she sustained in the tornadoes, what killed her. My brothers died of cancer. I had 2 brothers. There were 6 girls, 2 boys. Both my brothers has passed away. Was I close to my brothers? My oldest brother, Junior, yes, I was. Because his oldest son, Ricky, you've heard me talk about him before. We were only 4 years difference in our age. And when he got older, he would come and spend the summers with us. Now, Ricky was my pick. Only because I got to be around him so much. And it was almost at times like he was a brother instead of a nephew. We'd run the woods, romp the woods. It was great. But Junior, when Ricky got older and did that, we'd find grapevines. My brother Junior would cut them loose so we could swing on them. And he'd swing on them with us. He'd be right up there with us. But now my brother Danny, no, I was not close to him. I loved him, but was not close to him at all. And yeah. Now, my sister Connie, I don't remember much about my sister Connie. I remember she was very neat, quiet, and I know there was some things she couldn't do because her hands would break out, mess up, because I've heard Donna talk about it. Now, my sister, Tony Mae, she lives in Fargo. Now, Tony Mae, when I grew up, I wanted to be just like her. She's beautiful, still beautiful, very smart. She was my hero, and I've told about that before, how she was my hero. And I had some depression when I was younger, and when life would get rough, I would call her, and she would come, and she would rescue me. I'm having to plug my phone in. It just told me it was dead, and it was like, no. But at least it didn't cut you off. She would come to my, what I call my rescue. She was my rescuer. And no matter where she lived, she would be there. And I knew she'd be there. I knew she'd be there for me. So that's Tony. Donna. Oh. Now that's a whole video by itself. Me and Donna was the furthest apart. Everybody was 2 years apart, except me and Donna. I think Junior Joanne was 4 years apart too. But anyway, me and Donna was the closest. We was together the longest. We took care of Mom and Daddy because the other brothers and sisters was married, had their own families, and we didn't. And so it was just normal that, yeah. Now, when we got hurt in a tornado, I was 11, Donna was 15. And Donna, because Mama got hurt so bad in a tornado, she was having to recover. Donna kind of took over the household and raising me. So that even made us closer. Then, when Mom and Daddy passed away, Daddy passed away in 91. Mama passed away in 96. Then we had our life. Donna got married. I got married. My husband was 14 years older than me. He was from Michigan. And he was and is the love of my life. And he was the type of guy you either hated or you liked him. There was no in between. He was straightforward. He told you what he thought. You didn't have to sit around and guess. You didn't want to ask him. Sometimes he would say something. I'd say, Ray, you could have been a little bit nicer. No, that wasn't going to happen. He was going to tell it the way it was. we met in a Chinese restaurant, and he had his son Raymond with him, and his little son, who was 3, with him. And I started talking to Cutter, because as soon as I saw Ray, it was like, oh wow, I want to know him. Now, he was not married, so that wasn't a problem, because if he'd been married, I would have never talked to him. So I just ain't that way. Then, let me see. So I started babysitting for his son Cutter. And Cutter, well, there was some problems there. And not with Cutter, but with his mom. So she was not in the picture at all. Didn't want to be in the picture. And Cutter, the way she had left, Cutter did not want me to leave. So, he called me one night after he'd come and took Cutter home and said, Linda, can you please come and live with us and to take care of Cutter? Because he's at the window right now. And he called me my Linda. When he'd talk about me, it was my Linda. But yet when Ray said when his mom left, he never cried, nothing. Oh, that's the wrong color. Oh, okay. I'm on track. I got lost. So, I said, let me think about it. The next night, I called him back and I said, yeah, I'll do it. And then when Ray passed away, I adopted Cutter. And he doesn't live close by. Now, and that's my life. When Ray passed away, I did not drive. I didn't have job, nothing. I had a 9-year-old that looked at me that night when we went home and said, what are we going to do? I said, well, Cutter, I can hear my dad now tell me to get up and move on. And that, with the good Lord's help, we're going to make it. And we made it. I taught myself how to drive. Next day after my husband passed away, I went in and I said, Cutter, you want to go for a ride? He said, now don't hate me for this. Don't jump me. But I was a mama determined to take care of my child. And when you've got a little one dependent on you, you're going to do what you got to do to take care of them. I got a job and I got my license. Because I knew I had Cutter to take care of. Did I name him? No, because he was 3. His daddy named him, and I said, now this is what he told me, because, I thought Cutter, that must be after a football, basketball, baseball, something back in his day. And I said, is that a sports figure's name? Is that where you got it? He said, no, look at him. Don't he look like a Cutter? And I'm standing there with this confusing look. I mean, what's a Cutter look like? My son? But, yeah. So, that's a little bit about my life. There's a whole lot more that has happened in my life that I probably won't share. It's too personal to, maybe somewhere down the road I might, but right now, because sometimes real personal stuff. So, let's look at them. Oh, geez. I'm going to finish this right here. Then I'll have to go. We're going to finish this square. I ain't going until I finish this square. And we just like the Y's. So, we're going to finish the Y's. So, I've rambled on and on. Because someone wanted to know about my siblings. But, yep, I'm the baby of the family. And my sister Donna used to tell people, yeah, she's spoiled rotten. And I'd stand there, look, and I'd say, but who raised me? Then she wouldn't say nothing else. Because, she couldn't say. Mom and Daddy did. No, she raised me. I miss my sister Donna so much. Now, she was a Walmart person. She loved Walmart. You didn't say nothing bad about Walmart in front of her. Because she'd let you know. Her husband worked at Walmart. And I'm Mr. 6. And he got very sick before he passed. And Walmart, I saw Walmart in a total different light. They would pay someone a day's wage to take them to Nashville so that he could go to the hospital. Because his doctor was at the Veterans Hospital. And they would pay that person their wage like they was at. They kept him on when he wasn't even able to work. He'd get up, get dressed to go to work, and by the time he'd get there, about an hour later, he felt so bad. And Donna said the manager would come through and say, Tony, I think you've got your hours in. That clock you're looking at set wrong. You can go on home. And they would pay Tony. They raised money because the car they had had a stick. And Donna couldn't drive a stick. So they had a raffle at Walmart in Bowling Green and raise the money for her a car that she could drive so she could take him to Nashville. So Walmart, yeah, it has some bad, people talk bad about it, but of course that's been some time back, and it might have to do with the manager. And I'm sure Walmart has treated some people really bad, but the Walmart in Bowling Green that he worked at went out of their way to take care of him. Bella is tuckered out. She played with Moose and Maple today. She's got her little ninja. Let me see if I can get it. She's got her little ninja turtle. She's got her hair. She says, Mama. She's got her hair in pigtails. Yes, it's dark. So I'll let you go, guys. God bless you and hang in there. And I just thank the world of you. And you have a great night. And I'll see you later, maybe. I know I was supposed to do the Daily Dragon. But I also have to weed it. So we'll see. We might have skipped today on the Daily Dragon. Bye, guys. Whoops. Well.